I don't drink soda.
Well, it's gonna be a lot of smoke.
Oh yeah, okay.
More smoke than usual, and there's diamonds in it.
It's all good in the hood.
All right, cool. Let's see. Are you ready?
Yeah. My mic now doesn't have a number on it anymore. Am I 1 or am I 2? Because without the labels, we're gonna be all.
Fuck, I have no idea. I know that I'm 2.
Let's just do it on a wing and a prayer. Is that a saying?
Yeah. Here, I'll just turn them all up. All right, cool. You ready?
Oh yeah.
Give us a countdown.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Yo, welcome to the Natural Habitat Podcast. My name is Mikey Booyah.
My name is 2023 Paso Robles City Council nominee, possibly Awesome Ty.
Wait, hold on. You're bringing politics into this right away. People don't like that.
No,
People don't like politics off the top.
Just announcing that I've possibly been nominated, depending on if I get the paperwork in on time.
All right. Well, that's fair enough. Thank you so much for joining us. Season 7, brand new season of the Natural Habitat Podcast. This is episode 701.
There was no 700.
There was.
Should we address that?
There was no 700. Apparently, something was released on the channel.
Yeah, we were on strike last week because we threatened to join the writers and actors strike. We made good on that promise, and apparently Jerry decided to bring in some scabs, those creeps that were here a couple months ago. We're not going to acknowledge them. I don't know their names, but you can say that last episode was definitely not an official episode. Would you agree?
Yeah, that wasn't canon. That wasn't part of the canon.
It should never be mentioned again, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, absolutely not. But we, regardless of that, we are here for the official season 7.
We're back, baby, and it feels so good.
So it turns out that for one, the writer's strike, it's wrapping up.
It's on its last leg. They've been in the negotiating table, and they've come to some sort of deal, from what I understand in the news. So, I mean, we're gonna in solidarity, with the writers.
We're gonna
step
down preemptively.
Yeah, we're putting our picket signs away, and
so they don't feel nervous. So they don't feel like they are gonna be they're gonna be suckers if they back down.
Exactly.
Now, before we go into explaining why we left the writer's strike more than what we already did, we should probably, a thing that we want to do with the new season, there's a lot of, look, we're going to be cleaning up around here. We're going to be introducing new folks, well, not really new people today, but throughout the season, maybe. But there's going to be new rules, Bill Maher's new rules. Did you hear that Bill Maher's bringing his show back?
No. That's probably
real time with Bill Maher, regardless.
Not necessary. I feel like Bill Maher, his public perception over the years has really dwindled to where he's not exactly the most popular guy.
But are you aware of his podcast, Club Random?
Yeah.
Did you see Tim Heidecker's?
Such a dumb yes, Tim Heidecker's always making fun of him.
Yeah. He did a shot for shot, rebuilt his set and did an episode of Club Random.
I'm going to have to seek that out, actually.
It was lit. But his people heard that we were going to be, stepping down early and rejoining the workforce and leaving the writer's strike. So he, stole our idea kind of and did the same thing with his show.
What are you going to do? The IP theft, I mean, that's never going to go away. We've been battling that the entire run of this show.
But we are going to have a lot of new things out with the old, in with the new, and one of the new things that I think we should do is do a little bit more of an introduction for new people every week. Yeah, because we're going to be racking in these new subscribers and viewers. I can feel it. And we should say who we are. Mikey Booyah. I am a EDM DJ. I performed at Coachella. I performed at Glasgow. Performed at Alcatraz that one time for the big thing. EDC. Did I say that?
Yeah.
Eye Candy.
Wonderland. I'm sure there's a
Wonderland, Wanderlust. I performed at those places. Yeah. Coachella. Did I say Coachella?
You said Coachella, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I did Coachella twice.
Oh, nice. That's a big show.
I DJ'd for Kanye a couple times, and now I am, giving all of my knowledge and my experience to you guys on this podcast. So, I mean, we really don't say that a lot. We don't say who we are. You want to go ahead and let them know?
Yeah, I'm 2023 Paso Robles City Council potential nominee, Awesome Tybez Costney. I shouldn't have said my last name. Shit. You can just cut that out.
Yeah, I could try to edit that out.
And I was also a 2018 Paso Robles, California mayoral candidate. I haven't really done anything else noteworthy.
Those are pretty good, though.
Yeah, you know, like I feel like I'm a real deal politician. You know, like in the same sense that like Ross Perot was, in that you know he ran a couple times.
Yeah,
and I mean he may not have ever won and been elected to office, but you know I still remember his name. I still remember his massive ears.
That RC Cola is a soda. You know,
hey, RC Cola is. That's like my That's my cola of choice. Oh yeah.
No.
Yes.
No.
I regularly drink RC Cola.
Hold on.
I mean, I don't always drink cola, but I've probably bought at least 6 RC Colas this year. So that's semi-regular.
Okay, well look, this is a brand new segment. This actually brings us into one of the new segments that we had planned for the show, and that is Keeping It Real. We're doing a brand new segment on the show, Keeping It Real. A lot of times things get lost in the canon, they get lost in the goofs and the gaffes. But for this segment, we're going to keep it real. We're going to say a real thing. So you guys know we're not lying. We're being honest. We're being genuine. Are you serious about the RC Cola thing?
I am serious.
You drink RC Cola for real?
Sometimes, yeah.
And you like it? And it doesn't make you more thirsty?
I like it better than like Coke or Pepsi.
Damn, really?
Yeah, like it's like Coke.
I'm not judging you. You're just like, it's like a midget. Like you can't help but look, or a little person.
Well,
I've never met someone that prefers RC Cola.
I get them typically out of nostalgia because they used to be like 59 cents, and that was the only thing you could afford when you're a little fucking broke kid.
Yeah.
So that I would get those 59-cent RC Colas, and they were delicious. Because I was all stoned, 13-year-old walking the hot streets of Paso, needed something to quench my thirst. That was the least expensive option I had.
Yeah, true.
I guess some places had those 50-cent fountain sodas. Remember those? Mm-hmm. But yeah, so I ended up getting. I mean, I always kind of have. It's just. Like a periodic thing when I feel like having a cola, I'll grab an RC.
All right. Yeah. Well, that was Keeping It Real. Thank you. I enjoyed that new segment. So for listeners of the show that have been around for a while, you might be saying, guys, season 7, what do you mean season 7?
Season 7. This is 700 episodes.
700 episodes.
Well,
now last I checked, I ran the numbers recently.
This technically is the 700th episode because we're not counting that farce last week.
No.
That's off the books.
So this is episode 700.
This is episode 7. This is it. I mean, as you can see, we're not wearing tuxes. We're not wearing cummerbunds. But that's because you guys didn't come through with your end of the bargain. And
we had to return those at a certain date.
I mean, you're lucky that we're even back. So
we had those scheduled to return like 4 days ago.
Yes.
So nothing we could really do. But we are we're here for 700. I guess this technically is 700.
Yeah.
So should we celebrate? Should we do a thing or?
I mean, you were going to smoke that joint, right?
Yeah, I was going to smoke this joint.
Maybe you shouldn't smoke the joint in celebration.
Oh, is that the celebration?
I mean, that's like, the out of the ordinary thing.
I don't like that. I'll probably smoke the joint.
Yeah, go ahead.
But we're going to have a lot of new things, a lot of new segments. And last I checked when I ran the numbers, this is what I was going to say. We were in season 4, I believe. Is that the last season that we did? So we had season 1. Followed that, we had season 2. And then season 3, the power packed. We could only fit 1 episode in that season. It was a really good season. And then season 4, immediate jump to that.
And then we skipped 5 and 6. Like those seem needless, right? Like,
so I think that 5 and 6 are usually bad seasons when you're thinking of like a sitcom. That's where think about, Fonzie jumped the shark in season 5.
I mean, when has a show ever picked up its pace in season 7 after having declined? I mean, The Simpsons was relatively steady all the way up through, like, I'll say season 8 or 9, but it's not like 4 and 5 of The Simpsons were bad. Yeah. Those were a classic.
I think there was waves in a lot of like the Seth MacFarlane shows.
Yeah.
There was like, it started good and then it got bad in around 5, and then it started getting good again in like the 9, 10, 11, 12.
You know, those shows kind of played themselves out, but I've been actually like thinking like, hey, I wouldn't mind watching some Family Guy lately.
I thought that too, but then I put it on and I couldn't do it. It was too
funny.
Cringe. It didn't work. I think that like, I was actually talking about this earlier about how comedy like, evolves a lot faster than other art forms.
Yeah, that's true.
And I think that a lot of comedy is like surprise, and it's, you know, going to that unexpected place that you didn't see
once
coming.
You go there, it very quickly just becomes kind of
once the surprise is ruined, then you can't do that one anymore. You got to do a new one. It's always changing.
True that.
And I think that because of that, it makes comedy from not even that long ago.
Is Family Guy still on?
I want to say...
I think it might be because...
Are there new episodes of Family Guy? Computer, are there new episodes of Family Guy?
Video, Hulu, ABC, Citizens Fiber TV, and FX.
Computer, stop!
On cable. The new episode of Family Guy is on Fox October 1st at 9:30 p.m.
It's crazy.
Reruns are on CW.
October 1st.
Because I wouldn't know, but like I feel like I would have heard if they did their series finale, like that would have been somewhat noteworthy, which I never heard. That's crazy that they're still doing that. Same with Simpsons, but I mean, Simpsons is never going to end.
No, but they're going strong, and I think that usually in that 5 to 6 area, 4, 5, 6, that's where it's like a make or break it for the show. Either it's going to become an iconic show that runs for 30 years, or it's going to fizzle out and jump the shark.
But if you skip those seasons altogether, you can't be broken in those, you know, during that period. You can only be made.
Yeah. And here's my reasoning. Hotels that don't have a 13th floor.
Yeah. Because it's bad luck.
It's bad luck.
Yeah.
But the 14th floor is the 13th floor. But as long as you don't talk about it,
you don't acknowledge it,
you don't call it that, then it's not a thing.
Sure.
And it's the same with the seasons, you know. So season 7, a lot of new things, a lot of stuff happening. Free Candy is also here with us still.
Up in Canada somewhere. Should we introduce our new co-host, or like?
I think it's time. Our new co-host, yeah.
I mean, like, are we really give it the co-host title, or should it be more of like a featured guest to start, or like what do they call it on SNL? Like a featured player?
Yeah. I think that here. Let me check the paperwork real quick. Yeah, it says co-host in the contract.
Jesus Christ.
Co-host.
So we got, a lot of co-hosts now.
Yeah, we have Free Candy up in Canada. We have Computer, the one and only artificially intelligent co-host until now, because we have our new co-host, Smart Plug. You see Smart Plug here. Smart Plug is cutting edge technology, and he's joining us. Smart Plug, say hello to the people, to the Habit Rats out there.
Hey, Habit Rats. I'm Smart Plug, and I'm glad to be here.
All right. Good to
my
have
wit
you.
might give you a jolt, and my charm might spark your interest, but don't cross me or you'll get zapped.
Oh, I see.
Literally, I'll electrocute you with actual electricity. Fuck around and find out, faggot.
Whoa, okay. All right. Hold on.
Shit.
Jerry, we got to
Dude, you cannot say that.
Whoa.
Man,
okay, now this is...
That you're going to have to cut out. That's a slur.
Yeah,
that's going to get us pulled off YouTube.
That was AI. That was AI for sure. And this is... Look, sorry if I could real quick. This is cutting edge technology. It takes one standard household plug, turns it into a... like the same thing, same kind of plug, but there's a button. And you could hook this button up to your watch. You could hook it up to your necklace. You could hook it up to your bracelet. You could hook it up to earrings. And you could turn it on and off anywhere in the world besides, Europe and Asia.
Right.
Eurasia, pretty much Eurasia.
Yeah.
And Russia.
I was going to say, what about Russia?
Yeah, not Russia either. And not South Africa.
South America, then?
No.
Antarctica?
Look, I'll save us a lot of time. It's pretty much just the continental United States. plus Puerto Rico.
Okay, as long as we got Puerto Rico on there.
And part of Cuba, the north coastline of Cuba, where you could kind of like see Florida from.
Isn't like Puerto Rico and Cuba kind of like the same thing? Or is my geography all
Yeah, that's
up?
totally different.
Oh, shit.
Cuba is off the coast of Florida, and Puerto Rico is next. It's like next to Cuba or part of Cuba. Computer, where's Puerto Rico?
Puerto Rico, officially the Commonwealth of Puerto Rico, is a Caribbean island and unincorporated
In the Caribbean.
The
United States with official
It's the
Commonwealth
Pirates
status.
of the Caribbean.
Yeah. In like the Virgin Islands. Is that a thing?
Yeah, that's a thing.
Yeah. So,
yeah. So, yeah, Smart Plug. Welcome to the show. Please chill on the slurs.
Yeah, we
man.
can't have that. We can't have. We're on YouTube. Like, you definitely can't say that. And I think that here, I'm gonna mute it real quick. We signed a contract with Smart Plug. With the.
I mean, can't we just unplug it?
It is unplugged. It's not plugged in. This works off of Starlink.
Oh shit!
It's hooked up to the sky. So I don't know. We'll have to talk later, but I don't know what we're gonna do about it. All right. So Smart Plug is here. He's excited to, join us on this endeavor. And we have a lot of these, like, it reminds me of Mystery Science Theater.
Yeah.
The guy, how he has like a bunch of robots and
Yep. He's locked on like a spaceship and he has to watch a bunch of movies. Yeah, I remember.
So we're the two guys. These are like the robots, right? We got computer, we got Smart Plug, we got Free Candy.
We got Jerry somewhere back there.
We got Jerry's over here somewhere. We got the soundboard. So these are the robots, and you guys are the movie. And we watch you and then we talk about it.
We're watching them?
Yeah. We watch them and we talk about.
Wait, we can see them?
Them indirectly. Like through, in a way. In a roundabout way.
Figuratively, we can see them.
Okay, now that's weird because we can look right there at the camera and we can't see them, but we can look at them. Does that make sense?
Yeah, sure.
So when they're watching this, we're looking at them. We're making eye contact with them. I'm looking at you. But we can't see them, but we could look at them. Boom. Where'd that joint go?
That's tight.
So new season, new stuff like that.
Pretty exciting. It's always a new dynamic when you throw another, another personality into the mix.
Yeah,
you never know. It can be explosive. You might have some chemistry.
Obviously, it's fucking explosive. You heard what he said.
Yeah, he starts coming in here dropping F-bombs.
We got to do a firmware update on this guy.
Yeah.
Now we're also going to be cutting ties with things.
Yeah, we're done with Icy, right?
That's done with Icy. We're done with the frozen drink beverage.
Yeah, it's not even summer anymore. Who fucking wants that?
Yeah, we're done with the whole, like, trying to get sponsored by the frozen drink thing. That's fine. If we want an Icy bag, we can just get the points and buy one.
So, yeah, you can still send us the Icy points, but as far as us seeking an endorsement or anything like that, the Icy Hope Foundation can go straight to hell for all I care. And
we can't talk about it too much, but we did get we may or may not have gotten a cease and desist from Icy. That letter that Natalie Coldwater wrote to Icy might have reached their legal team, and then they got Johnny Cochran to write us a letter. So we're just going to drop that. Yeah. So no more Icy stuff, no more things, no more calling the hospital.
Yeah.
They're on their own now. Good luck to all the kids.
Yes.
But also we hope that we just hope that the Icy beverage is free. We hope that they give them the Icy beverage. We're going to go ahead and assume that they do, go on good faith.
Let's give them the benefit of the doubt.
Yeah.
We're not going to be able to look into it anymore or prove it one way or another.
They're already not doing a lot by just giving them a machine.
I try to be an optimist, you know what I mean? Like I try to look at things through a positive lens. So let's just go ahead and assume that they're doing the right thing. They're doing right by those children, those sick children.
Yeah, I agree. So, I think that that's pretty good. Are you ready to start?
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
All right,
I'm dialed in.
Sweet. We'll do
I'm crack my knuckles a little bit here.
We'll do the welcome theme. We have a welcome theme for you guys. Like I said, we're going to be getting rid of things. We're going to be bringing on new things, but we're also going to be bringing back old things, and that is our new welcome theme.
Everybody. Welcome to the show.
Hey, I came everywhere. I'm coming. I came all over your hair. I came in your hand. I came on your back. There's cum on your sack. There's cum on the wall. There's cum on your There's cum in you now.
A little bit perverted. Was that you singing?
No. Welcome to the Natural Habitat Podcast. My name is Mikey Booyah.
My name is Awesome Ty.
We got Computer here. We got Smart Plug here. We got Free Candy up in Canada. Thank you for joining us on Season 7. Where's the applause? Hold on. Season 7, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. We got new goofs. We got new gaffs. And one of the new segments that is actually an old segment that we're going to carry over is breaking news.
What's this news? I'm ready for it.
So have you heard of the zombie burgers?
No, I have not.
Okay, so recently, I believe it was Wendy's and McDonald's put out an advertisement and said, hey, within this week, we're selling burgers. Wendy's was like for a penny.
Oh, yeah. You were telling me about this. Yeah.
And then McDonald's was doing double cheeseburgers for 50 cents.
Yeah, in celebration of National Cheeseburger Day.
Mm-hmm. Now, this was depicted in a, 30-year-old episode of The Simpsons. Previously brought. So this is a callback, actually, to what we talked about in the pre-show. Because we just started, right?
Who's to say?
Yeah. So The Simpsons actually had an episode where there was a bunch of meat that was infested with the mad cow disease. And Krusty found out that they were going to do a recall, but the recall hadn't come yet. So he started selling burgers for a penny to try to get rid of it. And then it made the whole town sick with the mad cow disease. And they all turned into zombies, right? Now, that is allegedly the, foretelling of this happening, which is now.
So these companies, Burger King and Wendy's and McDonald's, the
meat is tainted.
They're selling tainted meat.
They know that it's tainted. Allegedly. Yeah, this is probably where we're going to want to say it the most. They allegedly know that the meat is tainted, but the recall hasn't happened yet. So they decided to do a deal, get rid of as much meat as they can before the recall happens. They got a word from the high up. They have a guy that works, allegedly, they have a guy that works at a slaughterhouse. And he called and he said, them cows are acting a little funny. And then they were like,
so it's
sell the beef.
The cows have mad cow disease.
Yeah, but we're not going to find out for
allegedly.
a while. Yeah, this all has to spread. A bunch of cows have to show symptoms and then they get tested. But once one guy...
So there's a bunch of tainted meat that they're selling or were selling.
Allegedly.
And you ate some of this. Did you not?
I did eat some of it and I wasn't going to admit to it. But now that you said...
Are you feeling okay?
Yeah. I mean, it
feeling fine.
It was a couple days ago, right, when that happened?
Yeah.
When I texted you about that?
Yep.
And I feel fine. So if anybody out there, ate these cheap cheeseburgers and got sick or turned into a zombie, there's a good chance that you either were just constipated or you are like a psychopath, like a crazy person. If you started going after people's brains and stuff, that's not related to a cheeseburger. Because I also ate it.
You think that it maybe it activated some sort of sleeper cell in you that, remains dormant until a certain time, and then it's activated, and then you do whatever it is you're going to do?
Now, what if, because I did eat those cheeseburgers, and then I took a nap, because I was sleepy, I just ate a bunch of cheeseburgers and stuff, and then I woke up in a different city, and I didn't have any clothes on. And I was in my car.
That happened?
And just my boxers. Yeah. Boxer briefs. And then I drove home. And I don't really know what happened. I lost like a bunch of time, but I felt fine. I didn't feel like sick or anything, but I lost a bunch of time and I didn't have any clothes on. And my hands were like really dirty. Like they had like a lot of dirt in them. Like I was like digging in the dirt, like digging something up.
Yeah.
So as far as I know, I just like took a nap and my car maybe got towed or something. But now that I know about the zombie thing, there is a chance that I did become a zombie.
I mean, it sounds like there's at least a possibility that happened.
And I went to like a big city, you know, the big city near you.
Yeah, like a bigger city than this one.
A big city, yeah, a bigger one. Oh, that's actually another thing. If a lot of the old heads have probably noticed this already, but we did, they built a new building in the city that we're in, the big city.
Oh, yeah.
And there is a new, no, don't point.
My bad.
I'm glad that's not it, because that one has been there. But they built a new city, new building in the city, and if you guys first one to point it out gets a hearty handshake.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Get a shout out from us.
Get a shout out, which we call hearty handshakes now. That's like a new thing for season 7 too, right?
Yeah, new concept.
We're gonna have a bunch of goofy names for things that don't really make sense. But it will if you watch the episode before. So there's a lot of things you had to be there. Maybe that's a new tagline. Natural Habitat Podcast. You had to be there.
Yeah, I have been there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not bad, actually.
I like it.
So we also have a recurring segment on the same episode, breaking news. You hear about this alien in Mexico?
Yeah, wasn't it disproven to be
cake.
fake?
What? Did you say
it was
cake?
disproven and fake?
Oh.
The alien corpse was disproven.
I thought you said cake.
They debunked it.
Because I said cake.
No, yeah, you were saying it's cake.
I heard it was cake.
Like one of those cakes that just looks like random objects.
Yeah, you know, is it
like
cake?
An alien corpse.
The show Is It Cake, where you have to like look at a room and you have to guess what's cake.
Yes.
The bowling ball's cake.
Yeah.
The kid's cake.
It's all cake.
It's all cake. Is it all cake? What if they just cut into the whole set and it's all cake?
What if you just cut something apart and it wasn't cake and you just ruined something?
Oh man, like a nice lamp.
Yeah, that would suck.
That would suck. And you get electrocuted and it's like a whole thing. I don't know how that show works though. I just know the concept of it.
Mm-hmm.
But it was cake, I heard. I heard that it was Is It Cake?
Okay. That would be, I mean...
Mm-hmm. And then they filmed it and released it out of context.
Unexpected turn, but I mean, I can't really debunk that either any more than I can the alien. Mm-mm. So I mean, it's either cake or an alien. There's no in between, right? Like there's no any other explanation.
And then I saw this story break, this alien story break, and then immediately, because the guy who released it had also had a fake alien hoax back in like 2017.
Allegedly fake.
No, it was proven to be fake. Like he had, well, maybe not fake, but it wasn't an authentic alien. And he had this thing, this like mummified thing, and it was big this time and not small. And he brought it to officials, and he was like, I found an alien by the Nazca lines, which is like a super famous, UFO
right
hotspot thing. And they brought the guy, and turned out he wasn't real in 2017, the alien. Now, smash cut to today, this guy's got 2 little tiny aliens, and he said, I know that my last one was fake, but this one isn't fake. Here's my proof.
It's like the boy who cried wolf.
Exactly.
This go around, we couldn't really believe him because he's already come back with a fake alien once. You
could only cry wolf with aliens one time.
Yeah, guy, this one's real, right? So he was given very little credibility when he came forward, and I think that's why perhaps he went to the Mexican government, because apparently the Mexican president is a big believer in conspiracy theories and like the supernatural.
I didn't know that. He's a big alien guy?
Yeah, he's a big alien guy. So that's...
Well, this guy's Mexican, I think. This ufologist.
I mean, sure. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just saying that's why he brought it to or at least maybe that's why he was given the chance to present his, to Congress or whatever.
Because it did really get spun as, UFOs presented by Mexican government.
Yeah, it was. I mean, for like I'd say at least a day, there was some like a news cycle kind of like saying
Mexico,
found an alien.
Mexico unveils alien, like they were doing it as a whole, as a country, saying like, hey, we got aliens.
I'm just saying though, like if it was an alien, like wouldn't they want you to believe that it was cake?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're going to be like,
they want to keep the secrets and the technology.
Exactly. Like, shh, you can't do this. Not publicly.
So this guy who obviously people didn't believe, he put out a bunch of all of his results from his tests that he ran, and he had a bunch of other, scientists study it and shit. And he released all of their tests and all of their findings, as well as x-rays of these little guys. And they got bones in there. They got like fucking 20 ribs all the way to the floor. It's crazy. And so these are like a fleshy thing with bones in there.
Yeah.
And then everyone was like, oh, this is crazy. And then all it took was for one, doctor or someone that understood x-rays to look at it and be like, okay, this leg bone is upside down. But these finger bones are all mishmash.
But see, like, it's an alien. So, like, why would a doctor that's trained to look at humans, like, of course it's going to look different than a human.
Okay,
like,
well, that's the thing.
This is an extraterrestrial being that you've never seen before.
These bones were like, they were set up like alien-like. Like the hands were like built like our hands. They had ribs, like a bunch of things. Like, why would aliens have human-like attributes at all? And then it was things that just like wouldn't work. Like the way that the bones were set up, you wouldn't be able to move.
Wouldn't work for like a human.
No, it wouldn't work at all. You wouldn't be able to bend your leg in that way to walk.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know about that.
And why would one bone be this way and the other bone be that way?
We don't have the answers yet, obviously, but I'm just saying.
Okay, you are right, and I hate that you're right, but you're right. Okay. It could be, but it's very unlikely, and it seems more like someone put these bones in there. And then the skull was like all crazy. And then they found out that it was a llama skull. If you flip it backwards and then cut the face off, everything lined up. And it was just the skull of a llama.
I mean, who's to say
llamas could be aliens?
No, I'm just saying that they're llama-like creatures. You know what I mean? Like they have similarities to a number of
okay
entities here on Earth.
Yeah,
I mean, because we just don't know. We don't have all the answers. So, I mean, in theory, it could be a lot of things.
Or do you think that was an alien in its Earth form? It like scanned the planet.
I mean, really, who knows, man? Like Tom DeLonge from Blink-182 might know. Probably a couple of CIA guys know, but we don't know.
Yeah, he might. Well, this was pretty quickly, for the most part, disproven by the scientific community. They said no alien.
Yeah, a bunch of know-it-alls.
And then now I still have people that are hitting me up, like friends that are like, "Hey, did you see the aliens? Did you see the aliens?" That are just now catching wind of it. And I try to tell them that it's fake. They don't believe me, just like you. So,
hey, no, I'm just saying, like, I'm trying to look at it from all angles here. You know what I mean? Like, when presented with new information, I might change my opinion. But as of right now, I feel like it can't be disproven that it's an alien any more than it can be proven.
True. I will give you that. So it could be an alien, but in my opinion, it's likely that it's not.
It's probably not.
I think this guy made this fucking thing, which is scarier. That's like flesh and bone that he fashioned together. He put like hand bones together.
What kind of monster is this? You know, this guy doing that. Like,
hands have like hella bones in them, like 100 bones.
It's wild that like if he did do that, somebody that like out there and crazy could get in front of the Mexican government to present this fake.
Yeah. It really makes you think that you could do anything. You know,
if you set your mind to it,
you could really pull it off because that guy did it.
There's a lot of hoaxes you can get away with.
Yeah, nobody vetted him or looked at what he was going to present or anything. He was just like, it's a surprise.
Yeah, a lot of people are going to give you the benefit of the doubt, and you got to take advantage of that.
Mm-hmm. So let's see. We're gonna get rid of Icy. That was a thing.
Icy's gone.
We're doing a new segment. We're keeping it real.
We're keeping it so real.
We're doing news.
Breaking news.
Yeah, we're definitely doing breaking news. We're doing a lot more breaking news. We're doing what was there was another segment that we had. Another
Wrenches and Gears. Were we bringing that back?
Oh yeah, we
could wrenches and gears. We're talking wrenches and gears.
Hold on, what is that? Is that a remix?
That wasn't that the theme song?
No, it goes.
Wrenches and gears. We're talking wrenches and gears.
Why you got a twang on it?
It had a twang. No, it had a very. It was a very much.
It wasn't
country
Western.
Feel.
It wasn't country. No.
Wrenches and gears. We're talking wrenches and gears.
Yo, welcome to Wrenches and Gears. We got accents, I think, when we do this.
Yeah, we got like Brooklyn accents.
So
like,
I was working on my car the other day, right?
You're wrenching it, you're wrenching it, and you're plugging it.
Now I was working on my daughter's car.
Your daughter's car. You let your daughter drive. Hey, you know what they say about female drivers, am I right?
Right.
You can't. They're terrible drivers.
Now I had to do an oil change on this new car. And these new cars are all fancy.
You're changing the oil now. Were you using synthetic oil, or were you using? You only use the synthetic oil.
Synthetic blend. Wait, full synthetic? You do
full synthetic. You can't mix it. You can't mix your synthetic with your non-synthetic. That's pathetic.
That was Wrenches and Gears.
Yeah. Always a great segment. Why don't we bring that back sooner? Wrenches and Gears. We're talking wrenches and gears.
And then there's just going to be a lot of exciting things. Oh, we got new lights, new lighting.
Yeah,
that's exciting, right?
You guys see this is exciting, right? We didn't have these last week.
Exciting lighting. Now we got these, and we were supposed to hang them up on the wall to do like a cool, light shining down kind of like cone thing. But the cord, it's so short. The cord's like this short.
It makes no sense.
Yeah,
you can use it for nothing.
But we did plug it in here. We put it on the table. I don't know. It feels kind of Christmassy on the table.
Yeah, it probably doesn't look great on camera, but you know what? It's new. It's new.
It is new, and that's new for you. We got new stuff for you so that we could step up the production. We're also shooting in 16K.
16K?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Shooting in 16K now, so you can bump that quality all the way up. We had a spider in here last week.
I'm pleased to say that I don't see the spider this week. It's gone.
Spider's gone?
Nope, it's right there.
No, that's schmutz.
Oh, you sure?
Yeah, I think that's old dead spider because that's been there for a while and it's too long.
All right,
too long to be a spider. If anything, it would be like a pincher bug. How long that is? Look at how long it is.
I mean, it could just be like he's like tucked his limbs in. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like he's like in like a fetal position.
Yeah, it could be,
but I doubt it. So no more spiders.
Yeah, no more spiders. Oh yeah, the Apple Summit. I wanted to talk about the Apple Summit.
Okay, yeah, I didn't hear about this.
Okay, so they do every year. They do the Apple thing where the guy comes out,
or Steve Jobs comes out, right?
Steve Jobs hologram comes out,
or I was going to say the reanimated corpse of Steve Jobs, but a hologram would work too.
Yeah, I think that's one and the same, tit for tat. But they come out and they announce all the new things. They announce the new devices. They say, we got a
new iPhone coming out again.
Got a new iPhone again. It's called this now, which is the next number. They say, AirPods are going on sale. They do all this stuff, talk about their new firmware, bunch of boring shit. But this year was exciting.
Why?
They released news on the iPhone 15.
Yeah, so?
New iPhone coming out.
It basically does nothing except it has like a USB-C charging port.
Well, it also has the dynamic island on all models. Whereas right now on the 14... the dynamic island is only on the Pro Max.
Are you talking about just like the little thing at the top?
Yeah, the thing at the top that you can like expand and click around in and shit. And I think that from the ad that I saw that was made by Apple, it looks like that will it changes the game.
It's a game
how you
changer for
use
you.
your phone. Use the dynamic island to like navigate stuff. Easy peasy.
Okay.
And the base model, just the regular model, comes with the dynamic island. You don't have to get the Pro Max for $2,000 or whatever.
Yeah.
So they announced that. There's also the Apple VR headset that they're putting out.
Yeah, I heard about that a while ago.
And that's going to be lit. That's going to be, I think, based in like augmented reality and like Second Life or not Second Life.
Some nerd speak, right? Something.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that.
Immersionville, and it's going to be workflow oriented, maybe like a professional thing.
Yeah.
But they say that it's gonna look like you're there, like the quality.
And I also
of
saw
it.
like it's like a less bulky headset.
Yeah,
you know
it's
what I
nice.
mean? It almost just kind of looks like a thick pair of shades.
Yeah, it looks
not
like
so much like a
very
fucking this
RoboCop-y.
bulbous thing that's gonna like hurt your neck.
Yeah, gets you all weighed down and shit. So they announced that. They also announced the new Apple Watch is designed to wear with other Apple Watches. So you link the watches together and you do like 3 watches up your arm.
Why would anyone do that?
So you could have one watch that's like, that tells you the time. One watch that, so you know, like your complications, like your little widgets and things on your home screen.
Yeah.
So you could have that on a whole separate watch. So this timer, I can just have a timer up here and I go, boom, timer. I don't have to go to the timer.
Oh, that's kind of sick.
So you do all your watches together.
Yeah, you have multiple watches all up your arm.
And then the thing, it had 2 watches, but you could either have 2 next to each other, or you could have one on each wrist and have one watch be for entertainment and music and stuff, and have the other watch be for work and messaging.
I got two watches, one for the plug
Hose
and one for the hose.
biatches.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well, I mean, sorry, I didn't mean to step on.
Do I need like a third Apple Watch for my plug then?
So here's the thing: is that you can get up to 8 watches linked together and spread out all of your content on the watches.
Okay,
so that's exciting.
Yeah, it's real exciting. They're
also bringing back the iPod, first generation iPod, which they haven't released an iPod in forever.
Yeah, and this is like the original one, like with just like the LED screen. You can't play videos.
LED screen. You have the click wheel where you have to click it around, and I think the wheel is even like a manual thing that you have to like tactilely like move physically. It's not just like a sensor that you rub your thumb over.
Like a rotary dial.
It clicks, like a rotary dial. And the screen is LCD, like green, that kind of LCD.
Not backlit at all.
No.
And
it's a emulator. It plays like a bunch of old video games. You could play up to like 400 games on there. And then it also plays music like a iPod. That's what it's called, right?
Yeah, iPod.
I get confused with all the different ones.
Yeah.
Because they're all called iPod something. So it plays music like a regular iPod, but it plays the music that's from a device next to you that's not your phone. So you have to listen to
there's
someone
no
else's.
actual music on this thing.
No, it gets it from the cloud.
This thing's like a middleman between the music and the cloud. It's kind of,
it uses Bluetooth to access someone else's phone, gets in there, gets into their listening habits, watches them, follows them, collects their data, and then it sends you music based on their taste.
Facilitates the listening of music.
Mm-hmm. So you find other things instead of listening to the stuff that Spotify thinks that you want to listen to. It'll give you stuff that you maybe wouldn't have heard otherwise, and then you get into.
It's all very technical stuff. I mean, who's to really say how it all works? But it's exciting. This is exciting news from the Apple world.
They're also putting out a remote control helicopter. That's like...
No, that doesn't sound like it's true.
No, it's like a remote control helicopter, so it's not like a drone, like how the drone propellers are like 4, and it's all like... It's like an old school...
like a RC
RC helicopter.
It has like a long antenna that pulls out, like a periscoping antenna.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. I know exactly what
Big
you're talking
black
about.
controller.
Yeah. Yeah.
And with a lot of like knobs and gadgets that don't really do a lot.
Not much.
Yeah. You really just got to go up and down and swivel left and right.
No, you crash this thing once.
Mm-hmm.
It's completely done for you. Got to buy another one.
Yeah. But that's Apple's secret.
Yeah. Exactly.
You know? And this thing has a camera.
Like a film camera, though.
Yeah.
Like not like a digital camera. It's a film camera. So you're gonna have to put in a little reel of film in there, and you're gonna have to take it out, get it developed, and then you can have.
And it really only has the mount for the camera. You have to get the camera separately.
Cameras, yeah, of course.
And you have to get like a slimline one because if it's too big, it'll be too heavy, and the helicopter won't fly.
Yeah.
But once you get the camera, and then the dongle, you need a dongle to connect them.
Yeah, naturally.
And once you get those, then you can fly this thing. You can record film, old school film, on projector style film that you could play on a projector, which is wow.
That is crazy, man. I never thought I would see the day.
Yeah. Where are you even going to play
Technology, man. It's come so far.
But it always circles around.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So these films are going to be watchable one day.
Yeah.
People are going to be watching film again.
Mm-hmm.
So you can create these films and, that's cool, I guess. The helicopter, it's 19...
This all seems very expensive. Like, who has the money to buy all these products? I'm sure they're all going to be thousands of dollars.
Yeah, $19.99 for that.
Just like $19.99.
$1,999.
Okay, yeah, that sounds about right.
Cashola, they said. They kept saying cashola.
You got it. You want, what they say?
What do they say?
You want to play?
Tell them what they said, Ty. Tell them what they said.
You want to play? You got to pay. You got to pay to play.
Who said that?
You stated.
Where's that from?
They said it. It's a common turn of phrase.
You got to pay to play?
You got to pay to play.
All right. Okay. So let's see. The helicopter. I said the phone. I said the watches. They have, they're teaming up with Whole Foods and putting out the Apple banana, this is exciting. This is...
Okay, this is bullshit.
No.
Yeah, there's no Apple banana.
Dude, watch the fucking Apple Summit. You're the one that didn't watch the Apple Summit. There's an Apple banana.
And what does this Apple banana do?
Okay, so this is an electronic banana that tracks your blood pressure and your other stuff.
What do you eat it? How do you eat an electronic banana?
You hold it. So it's like a blood pressure monitor.
So this isn't like an edible thing.
No. It's called a banana because it looks like a banana.
Got you.
They replicate a banana.
Right.
So they made this Apple banana, and that's why they're selling it at Whole Foods, because it's like a funny grocery thing where it's like, what's an Apple banana?
Yeah, I get it.
But Whole Foods is perfect because people will pay,
Yeah, that's like
they'll pay $19.99.
Yeah,
for
the average income of a Whole Foods shopper is probably a bit higher than like any other grocery chain.
Yeah, so I think it's Apple's demographic for sure. So you get the Apple banana. It's a blood pressure monitor. It links up to. You have to have 2 Apple Watches for it to work. You have to link it up to the 2 Apple Watches because one tracks your blood pressure and one tracks your heart rate. But once you get it synced up, it's a doctor. You don't even have to go to the doctor.
Oh, really? It can diagnose you and
you
treat
got it.
you?
And it gets
treat
you
your ailments?
It'll send you a notification. It'll be like, hey, you have high blood pressure. Check your email. I sent you a prescription.
It can prescribe medication.
And then, allegedly. And then you take that prescription, you print it out, you take it to a pharmacy, you hand it to the guy, you wait 45 minutes.
I mean, typically you don't just take a prescription to the pharmacy anymore. They call it in. They call it into the pharmacy.
In this case, because you're getting it via Apple, there's no one to call.
So it does have like a printer feature on it to where it can print these like a ticket that comes out of this Apple banana. Like, how is it going to give you a prescription?
You have to print it yourself on your own.
So it gives
time.
you like a PDF? Like what?
Yeah. Yes,
okay, so it sends a PDF to your email. You
have to print it on certain paper.
Yeah, because I mean, like a prescription. It
has to be prescription paper.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It has to have. You have to create your own or buy like a design.
Man, this all seems so time
and a
consuming.
border and a color. It's got to be like eggshell, you know?
This sounds like something I'm gonna need my nephew to teach me how to work all this tech. My nephew.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a nephew.
Yeah, you're gonna need one to teach you all this, and you better hurry up and grow up. You know. So there's that. What was that? What was the last one?
Apple banana.
Apple banana.
Yeah.
And there was one other thing that they made. I can't believe you didn't watch this.
I mean, I didn't know
and you
about
haven't heard anything about it.
I heard about the new iPhone.
Okay, yeah, the new iPhone, Dynamic Island. They got a new dongle you got to use. It's going to be faster. It's going to be sleeker. Helicopter. They got the Apple banana.
I mean, that's got to be it, right? Like, they don't typically release a whole ton of new products at once. I mean, that's never kind of been their thing. They typically, you know.
Yeah, that really is a lot already with the iPod and everything.
Yeah, it feels, I mean, like they're pushing their luck there.
Oh, I remember what it was. They said that they have a huge announcement coming for their Christmas season. So that's why I couldn't remember, because they didn't have a thing.
So there's another announcement coming.
There's another announcement coming for Christmas.
So I imagine it's going to be another product, or at least some sort of like
some huge news. Something that I think people will be able to buy this Christmas season.
Oh man, so that's just right around the corner.
Mm-hmm. So look out for that. And there was let's see, there was something else on here, right? Oh yeah, I was thinking. You remember Andrew Callahan?
Vaguely.
From All Gas No Brakes.
Vaguely, the name rings a bell, but
the canceled journalist who was who had a movie that Tim and Eric.
Oh, we went and saw him.
Yeah,
like
we went
in like a show of his.
Mm-hmm, we went and saw him live.
I remember.
Tim Heidecker made a movie. A24 made a movie with him, and then
I wonder what he's up to these days.
Me too. I was thinking about that the other day because he got canceled for being a sex pest, which wasn't a. I mean, it wasn't a rape.
Yeah, it wasn't like a violent crime or anything.
He was pretty much just like, "Oh, come on, you're not gonna have. Oh, come on."
Well, I feel like
I'm gonna have
like
blue
that,
balls.
It should be no different than like a jail sentence. Like you do your time and then you can like resume living your life. Mm-hmm. Does that seem reasonable?
I think it does, and I think that it's been enough time, and I think that these allegations against him. As fucked up as they were, and I think we are on record as saying that Andrew Callahan is
a sex pervert.
He's a sex pervert. We don't condone it.
Not at all.
It's we stopped contributing to the Patreon and all that. So we're not taking his side. We didn't take his side at first, but I will say that I think it's time for him to be able to come back. I mean, other people think about. There's a bunch of people that did crazy shit, and then Chris Brown beat the shit out of Rihanna.
Beat her wildly, yeah, bruised up her face,
and then physically fought Rihanna in the face, and then just like now is fine.
Yeah, true.
A couple years later, everyone was like, but he makes good music.
Yeah.
So
people are.
I think that we could do the same with
beat up Rihanna.
No. I think we probably no.
Yeah, she's probably jacked, dude.
Yeah, I feel like after that whole thing happened with Chris Brown, she went through like a.
I mean, she can afford like a Krav Maga teacher.
Do you remember that movie Enough?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where Jennifer
Lopez,
J-Lo was in it. Yeah, and she had enough of being domestically abused, so she learned to fight back.
Yeah, I think that Rihanna probably has something like that going on.
She can square up for sure.
Mm-hmm. So we couldn't fuck up Rihanna, but I think that it is time to give Andrew Callahan a chance to try to build up
Yeah,
a name
I
for
could get
himself.
on board with that. You heard it here first, Andrew. You're free to go about your business, but
Make content.
Make your content.
Make your content.
You know, maybe you go on a vacation. Maybe that's where you've been. Maybe you come back from your vacation. We're saying that you do you, bud. If you want to come back and put some content out, like I'll fuck with it.
Yeah,
I fucks with it.
I found a pumpkin. It's a Reese's pumpkin. Do you want a pumpkin?
No, not really.
Why not?
Just not a big fan of chocolate.
Are you? Do you trick or treat with your kids?
With my children, yeah. Oh yeah.
Do you think that people are going to be handing out Reese's pumpkins?
Probably. It's a common one.
Yeah.
I'm more of like a sour, like sweet, fruity type candy fella.
Okay.
That's more my style.
Okay.
But Reese's pumpkin, that's a lot of people like those. A lot of people.
Yeah, don't.
It is Halloween season. We should have some Halloween shit next week.
Yeah. I am excited to start the new season 7 with the Halloween season. It's like a season. So, thank you everybody for joining us.
Thank you for, making it this far on this long journey.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're a newcomer, well, whatever.
Season 7 is where it starts getting good, though.
It is. Yeah, we promise. This is the peak. This
Yeah.
is the peak. And enjoy it while it can, because there's going to be a steep decline coming for season 8.
Yeah, but the peak is now. So tune in next week. And until then, we love you. Peace.
Natural Habitat Recordings.